In September, residents at 3 correctional facilities in Northern California received fresh pears grown locally in Sacramento County as part of a new project called Harvest of the Month.
Like, I was eating the pear this morning and I was like, this is the best pear I've ever eaten. It was like so good. So I ate all of it. So it was amazing to me to know that I'm getting something that's of this caliber, even in the situation of where I am. So I'm very grateful.
I mean, it makes a difference, whether someone's dealing with depression, you know what I mean? We don't have, nothing to look forward to on a daily basis, Some people, they don't get a letter, they don't get anything, but getting a fresh fruit that you haven't gotten, some of us never in your life, right? Brings up the morale, the spirits.
It's really important that we're able to get fresh produce inside of carceral institutions because the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation is responsible for feeding over 100,000 residents that are under their care. So these 100,000 residents, despite their current status of incarceration, are worthy and deserve good, healthy, and safe food. Back in 2020, we published our national survey report that showed so many people who gave their feedback about their experience of eating while incarcerated. 55% of our respondents shared that they rarely or never had access to fresh fruits, and 62% said that they rarely or never had access to fresh vegetables. So really, our work is moving to provide solutions to these patterns that we see across the country.
Researchers at the Nutrition Policy Institute, a part of UC Agriculture and Natural Resources, were familiar with the work of Impact Justice. They saw that a grant opportunity aimed at increasing the purchase of California-grown produce could offer benefits for both farmers and people in correctional facilities.
We do a lot of work trying to increase access to healthy food for all Californians, but with a focus on underserved communities.
The partners, including NPI, Impact Justice, and ChangeLab Solutions, were awarded the grant in 2020. They began interviewing people who were formerly incarcerated, exploring program options, and building relationships within the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, the second largest system of its kind in the country, and the state of California's largest purchaser of food.
For a long history, we have our preferred vendors who do really well for the Department of Corrections and provide very big quantities of produce in general to the institutions. However, looking at these specialty items, the California Department of Corrections really didn't have a good understanding of how to achieve purchasing these unique specialty items. And so that's where Impact Justice, with the help of the Nutritional Policy Institute, has helped the department out tremendously.
Working together, the team came up with Harvest of the Month, in which a select number of CDCR facilities receive a fresh produce item each month from local growers. This approach relies on regional food hubs that aggregate, distribute, and market food products from local producers, including small farmers. Hope Cipolla of the Davis-based food hub Spork says growers are excited about the project.
The farmers are very excited. They're excited for the potential that this has for a larger, consistent market. CDCR is feeding a lot of people, and so if we could open this market up and grow it, it would really open up an opportunity for farmers to have consistent, large volume sales.
And for CDCR, Harvest of the Month is a significant step toward meeting in-state purchasing requirements.
Now, Assembly Bill 778 advises all of the institutions, the state institutions, to purchase 60% of their agricultural and food products from the state of California. And so Harvest of the Month, purchasing a different produce item from a California business and introducing it to the institution, to the incarcerated population, really paired nicely.
Efforts to improve food quality and nutrition, like Harvest of the Month, also have the potential to deliver other benefits to CDCR and to society more broadly.
As people are more satisfied and morale improves, that makes things easier for CDCR staff as well. It's a very, very hard job, and to the extent that we can improve morale, that will make their job easier. Really, I would say that it's a win for the state and for society, because as people are healthier, that will reduce healthcare costs, both for CDCR while people are in prison, and then again, 95% of people leave prison and return to society, and again, healthier people will be better for society and will mean reduced costs for California and for taxpayers.
Residents of the facilities are gaining experience and knowledge that will improve their lives once they leave prison. Posters in the dining halls, for example, include nutrition information about the health benefits of the produce item. Many residents are trying certain fruits, such as pluots, for the very first time.
I didn't know what it was, so I wouldn't eat it at first until someone told me, those are really good. And I was like, I've never heard of that. Like, what is it? Like, just try it. So I was like, you try it first. So he took a bite of it, he was like, man, this is good. So I got one. I think I ate like 5 of them that day. And I'm waiting for them to have them again so I could get more. They were so good.
Given the rave reviews, CDCR is planning to expand Harvest of the Month to all of its adult facilities across the state.
So in July, we started with the 3 institutions. In October, we are expanding to California Corrections Women's Facility, the Valley State Prison, as well as California State Prison Sacramento. And the end goal is by October 2025 to have it at all 33 institutions. I think we could do better with introducing more greens, more fruits, more vegetables to the tray. You know, I've seen some great work over the past couple decades, and I know that we can do even more, and I think that we're on the track to do that.
And with this change, it's allowing us to have better health, better mental health, better spiritual health, and it's not something that we have to go above and beyond to get. It's been offered to us from people that genuinely care about how our way of living, how we're treated, because sometimes we get in our mind that no one cares until we see that tray where it's like, who provided that? Where did that come from? I've never seen that before. So it shows us that someone do care, and there's people out there that do want our best interests.